Hey guys, hello and welcome to the channel Programming with Casey. So guys, today in this video we are going to like do the coding of the basic factorial program. So we will do the basic coding of that, how you can how logic you can use in this. So let's create a class quickly and yes, so in the core basics, I will create a class. So if you haven't subscribed it, then please do, because I am doing the coding for all the basic concepts. So it might be helpful for you. So let's create the factorial over here. Factorial as a class name. So yeah, factorial. That's it. And factorial example. Let's write the example over here. We want PSVM and let's create the class. Okay, so we created the class now. Okay, so now see, first of all, what is factorial? So it is a mathematical concept, if you know that. So we write in this form. So let me write how we can write this. So this is the you can see this exclamation mark. This basically this is the symbol of the factorial. So factorial of a one is one, and factorial as you go on, like factorial of 2. What is the factorial of 2? Then it is 1 into 2, right? And if you want to print the factorial of a 3, if you want to know what is the factorial of a 3, so how will you write that? So 1 into 2 into 3, or you should not write like this, you should write like this, into 2 into 1. Okay, so you should carry on like this, like factorial of a 4. If you are saying that you want to predict what is the like factorial of a 4, then it is like 4 into 3 into 2 into 1, right? So you should go on like this till the number 1. Okay, you can't multiply with 0, all your number will be 0 then. So factorial of 5 is 5 into 4 into 3 into 1, right? So this is the basically the logical concept of a factorial. But in Java, how you will do this like program to execute this? So inside this main, we know now this is the main class, and compiler will actually start compiling whatever present inside the main. So we are not going to create any like function or any method and write the logic inside that, and we will going to call this on the PSVM. So we will directly write the logic over here. So first of all, as I said you, this is the way that you can print the factorial. But as a programmer or as a user, you need to give some value to the compiler, right? So it can compile, it can understand, yes, this is the input. According to this input, I want to perform this logic, right? So you will take a variable over here. So I am taking a variable integer n, or you can take integer number, whatever you want. And as I said you that we can use a scanner to take the input, or we can hard code it. We can directly give the integer number or value, anything like that, so that after performing this, just when you run the program, it will automatically print the output if you hard code it. But if you want to take the input from the user, so we are going to use the command line argument, which means that we are going to pass the argument using the command line. Okay, so if you had seen my last videos also, so you know that how actually it works, right? So we are going to do integer dot parse. Okay, so it is like this. So integer dot parse int, and I am saying that args 0 over here. Okay, so yeah. Okay, so I had taken over here input, right? So another variable, we will also take the another variable, and we will initialize that with 1. Why? Because see, I am taking this number from the user, but programmer like a compiler, as a programmer, I am giving the input, right? Just hold on guys, so I'm getting the interruptions. Okay, so over here you can see that I had initialized one more variable fact, okay, of type integer, you can see, and I had initialized this with the number 1. So what is the use of this? As a compiler should know that you had given, let's say, the number 1, but compiler is not aware of that till what number it should multiply. For multiplication of this number, we are actually going to write the logic for this, but it should end with this number, right? So we are giving this number as a 1, like perform up to this number. Okay, so just hold on. After writing the logic, you will be able to properly understand. Okay, so I am creating a loop over here, as you may had guessed it rightly, that for writing the logic you will require this for loop, because you want to increment or decrement the value over here. As you can see that if I'm writing the 3, that means I am actually decrementing over here like 3 2 1, or you can say like you have to start from 1 and end up to 3, so you can increment the values also. So it totally depends upon you how you write the logic. So let's say I'm initializing integer over here with the integer I, and let's say I'm saying that I'm initializing this with a 1. It means that I am going to start with the number 1. Okay, and I am saying that this I should be less than equals to the number. This is the number. Okay, it means, let's say I had given the number 4, right? So in the command line argument I had passed this argument as a 4. So the for loop after execution, line number 14, it will start from the 1 and it will end up to the 4. Okay, so you know that now it is incrementing the value. Okay, so yeah, now the calculation starts from here. Actual calculation is on the line number 15. I am saying that this factorial which I had given this 1 over here, this is the dynamic value for me, because I am initializing this as a 1, but I am saying after iteration, after changing of the values, like first it is 1, after completing it will come to 2, after again completing it will enter, and the value will be 3 up to the n number. Okay, because I'm saying that it should be less than equal to n. So fact is equals to fact into, it means I'm reassigning this value. Okay, this integer is not a constant throughout the program. It means that this is going to change all the time when it again enter into the loop. So fact into I. Okay, I will be changing, I can be 2 3 4, whatever be the number. Okay, so fact is equals to fact into I. So over here we had completed the logic with a very minimum line of code, but I have to print this, right? So what will I print? Obviously I am reassigning this value, I am changing all the time, and I am executing up to the n number of time which is provided by the user. Okay, so definitely I am going to print a fact over here. So we'll basically write a message short that factorial, okay, factorial of given number is, and let's say plus fact. Okay, now just observe the output. So if you run this, you are going to get the runtime exception, and you might be knowing why this is going to be like, why it is happening. So you are getting the array index out of bound exception. It means that inside this argument there is no value present inside this. So because you had not passed yet any argument, so you have to pass this to the command line, right? So we will run this as a configuration. Yeah, this is a factorial example, proper name, proper class. Okay, and I'm giving the argument as a 4. Okay, apply this and run now, and hooray, you got the output. Factorial of the given number is 24. Like 4 into 2 into 3, sorry, what I said, 4 into 3 into 2 into 1. Okay, so that is 4 3s are 12, 2s are 24, into 1, that is 24 only. Okay, so you got the output. I hope guys this was very much easy and simpler for you to digest this concept, and how we solve this using the command line, how we pass the argument. And see, this is the process. If you directly run this as a Java application, it is definitely going to give you an runtime exception over here, because it will say that it is the array index out of bound exception, because you are saying that the argument something is present inside this, right? But you haven't passed any value at, so you have to run this as a configuration configuration. After when you click on this configuration, you have to first confirm what is the class name, what is the package name. So you need to confirm this all things, like this is the project name, this is the main class, and the class of the name, etc. So you can see, and you can pass the arguments over here. What if I do space and enter this like as a 4 and 6? Okay, so now, as you know that we had taken the output, I mean sorry, we had passed the input as a this integer n, so it will consider only the first value factorial of a given number. Okay, so it depends on how many values you pass inside the command line. So this was a step that how you can configure, and after the configuration you can get the output. So guys, that's it for today. If you like this video, then you can please you can like this video and make sure to subscribe this channel to always get a basics and information and learning objectives related to our Java and many more programming languages. So yet it is starting from me also, but yes, it is going to be a long journey. So we'll see you in the next video. Till that time, take care, thank you, and bye bye.